ever consider why most birds fly in pairs, but bees have one queen and many workers? It's a curious observance, isn't it? We've all heard of lovebirds, those adorable avian couples that seem to epitomize the very concept of monogamy. They find a partner, stick with them through thick and thin, and build a nest together. A cozy, comfortable, predictable life. But let's not forget our buzzy friends, the bees. Their society is structured around one queen and her many worker bees. A different approach to relationships, but it works for them. They're just as successful, if not more so, in their own way. These are just two examples from the vast animal kingdom, each with their own unique relationship structures. So it's intriguing to ponder, isn't it? If there's such a variety of relationship structures in nature, why do humans tend to stick to one model? So, if birds and bees don't always pair off, why should humans? Imagine going to an all-you-can-eat buffet and only being able to choose one dish. That's monogamy. Now, imagine being able to sample a bit of everything. That's polyamory. Now let's clarify. Polyamory isn't about gorging yourself on every dish until you're bursting. It's not about greed or gluttony. It's about having the freedom to enjoy a variety of experiences, to appreciate different flavors, to savor unique combinations. It's about choice. You're not limited to one dish. You have the liberty to explore your tastes, to indulge in your preferences, to discover new delights. But it's not just about variety. Polyamory is also about honesty, consent, and communication. It's about being open and upfront about your desires. It's about respecting the feelings and boundaries of your partners. It's about navigating the complexities of human relationships with integrity and sincerity. Think of it this way. At a buffet, you wouldn't just snatch a dish from someone else's plate, would you? No, you'd ask if you could try a bit. You'd respect their space and their choices. That's how polyamory works too. It's not about taking what you want without consideration for others. It's about mutual understanding, about shared respect, about conscious communication. Also, remember this, just because the buffet is there doesn't mean you have to try everything. Polyamory isn't about quantity, it's about quality. It's not about having as many partners as possible. It's about forming meaningful, fulfilling relationships. It's about finding balance and harmony in love, in a way that may be different from the traditional one-partner approach. Lastly, polyamory isn't about being indecisive. It's not about being unable to commit or being unfaithful. It's about acknowledging that love isn't finite, that our hearts have the capacity to care for more than one person at a time. It's about embracing the possibility of multiple loves without diminishing the value of each individual relationship. So, polyamory isn't about being greedy or indecisive, it's about embracing a different way to love. Polyamory isn't a free-for-all, and it's certainly not about having your cake and eating it too. It's not a loophole for infidelity, nor a sign of commitment phobia. It's not an excuse to avoid settling down, or a ticket to endless promiscuity. You see, polyamory is a different kind of love language that speaks volumes of openness, honesty, and mutual respect. It's about being in multiple relationships, but with everyone's consent and understanding. It's about recognizing that our hearts have the capacity to love more than one person without diminishing the love for others. Now, it's crucial to remember that polyamory isn't a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. It isn't for everyone, and that's perfectly okay. But for some, it's a valid and fulfilling choice. It's a different kind of love story, but a love story nonetheless. In the end, whether you prefer to fly solo, in pairs, or in a flock, the most important thing is love and respect.